Thousands of nameless bodies fill cemeteries and clandestine graves in Colombia. That the country has disappeared, a painful reminder of the vicious armed conflict that has torn its people for over 50 years. After looking for her husband for nearly a decade, Dora Alicia González finally buried his remains last December.
I looked at the skull where they shot him. I looked at all his bones that had turned dark. That's really tough.
Dora Alicia says the funeral at least gave her closure. The Colombian prosecutor's office located her late husband's remains in a cemetery in Vista Hermosa, one of the worst hit areas. Today, that municipality is one of 5 where government negotiators and FARC rebels plan on intensifying the search for missing persons. They're hammering out a peace agreement in the Cuban capital to end half a century of strife.
These exhumations started because the negotiators in Havana demanded it. So our role is simply to identify and return these bodies.
The deal between the FARC and the government follows a purely humanitarian goal: exhuming, identifying and returning the bodies. Finding those responsible for the disappearances isn't part of the process, however, although many families feel the need to know who did it once they locate the remains.
They start to demand justice. They want to know the truth. And it is precisely when the bodies are returned that the demand for justice begins.
The task ahead will be challenging. There are over 23,000 unidentified bodies in cemeteries alone. Tens of thousands more have yet to be found in remote areas that are hard to reach. Victims of the conflict hope peace will help them unearth the truth about their loved ones gone missing and eventually close their wounds.